All right, well, welcome back to the iWealth podcast. Kristin Gunsolus is here today with me today, and Kristin has been a big part of us getting some estate planning done at our firm. So a lot of our clients come in and they need to have estate planning done, whether it's a simple will or whatever that is, Kristin. And we've been able to tap her to be able to visit with those clients and get a good outcome. But I wanted today, Kristin, just to have a brief conversation about who you are, like where's your office, where'd you grow up, those kind of things, and then how did you become a lawyer? But let's just start. Give us a little bit of your background. Tell us a little bit of your story.
Sure. Well, thanks for having me, Brad. I actually grew up locally here, so I'm from Janesville, the small town of Janesville.
Big city.
Big city of Janesville. Yep. So I was one of those that was going to leave, right, and get out of the small town and never come back. But fast forward 15 years and I'm back with my kids going to the same school that I went to. So I'm from Janesville. I'm practicing here in Mankato at Jones Law Office.
Okay. How long have you been there?
So I've been here 8 years.
Okay.
I was with one firm prior to here, but I landed here just with a mutual connection and met Stacy Jones, my partner there, and we connected really well. We have a great connection, and so we practice together in the areas of estate planning, real estate, corporate, business law, that kind of thing. Awesome.
Take me back a little bit. So how many children do you have?
So I have two boys. Okay. They're 8 and 10.
Okay, so you're running. You're
busy. We're running.
Are they into sports?
They are into sports. I have one in hockey, one in basketball. So my weekends are non-existent.
Yeah, you don't trade it for anything. They go
right. I mean, it goes fast, but it's exhausting.
I always talk about how many summers you have left. That 10-year-old, you got 8
That's
summers
true.
left. So it's kind of crazy.
It does go by.
Where'd you go to law school at then?
So I did law school in the cities at William Mitchell. It's now Mitchell Hamlin, but yep. So I did my law school there, undergrad here in Mankato.
Yeah. Did you always think? Was lawyer kind of always one of those goals for you?
It really was. I mean, from a young age, I honestly couldn't pinpoint why I wanted to. I just wanted to be a lawyer. Yeah. But from high school, I knew I wanted to go to be a lawyer. I went into undergrad, pre-law. Okay. Went straight through that, straight to law school, and
that's awesome. So you were driven, you knew what it was.
Yeah.
What about the way I understand it's kind of like doctors. So I want to be a doctor, and then you get into residency, and you got to kind of choose your path.
Yeah.
Is it like that to become a lawyer? Not all lawyers are created equally. You're a lawyer, but there's different specialties. How did that evolve, or was it always on the estate planning side? Or
absolutely it wasn't, but to your first point, in law school you can choose a track, they'll call it, and so say you want to be a corporate lawyer, which is what I kind of set out to be. I wanted to work for a big corporation and be in their legal department, and that's what I wanted to do. But so then you'll take classes that are basically structured to kind of give you the knowledge base that you need to go into that. But I actually kind of fell into estate planning in an odd way. When I came out of law school, I had a really tough time finding a job. So really? I came out of law school in 2012. The market was very different than it is now for attorneys. And so I was applying everywhere and, could not get accepted into a firm. And so there was a financial advisor in Owatonna who again, mutual connection. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly. One of the three truths in life.
For sure. But so through a mutual connection, I got hooked up with them. So I started working in financial services. So I started doing their financial plans, and then I actually got licensed. So I was Series 66 and 7 licensed, on track to be an AFA, Associate Advisor. And then happened to apply to another law firm, and this particular attorney was strictly estate planning. That's all he did. Yeah. And the only reason he hired me was because of my financial advising experience.
So it was all meant to be.
It was all meant to be, and it's funny now looking back how it all kind of played out, because I love estate planning. It is an amazing area of practice to be in. And I love what I do, but when I look back about how I ended up here, it's kind of funny, but it all worked out.
Yeah, that's super interesting. One of the things that I've learned at 30 years in this financial advising role is that lawyers in small towns sometimes have to be most of the time, all the time, have to be generalists, meaning they've got to close some real estate, they've got to do some of the things. One of the things that, and I know you do a little bit of that, but I appreciate the fact that you try to focus on that estate plan. Like how's that look? What's your day-to-day practice look like?
Yeah, I mean, it's the bulk of what I do is estate planning. And then secondly, it'd be corporate stuff. So we have a lot of small business clients, setting up LLCs and sale of business, acquisition of business, all on the small scale kind of thing. And then real estate, they're all so interconnected, especially estate planning and real estate. All your clients, they have real estate, transferring into trusts and entities and needing to do title work and things like that. So it's also connected. But yeah, I think that it's too hard to try to practice in all of the areas of law. And I think it's important for attorneys to realize their limits and say, it's dangerous for me to dabble in certain types because you can give, the wrong advice and, people can be hurt that way. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much. What I wanted to do is let everybody know kind of who you are, kind of where you came from, and where you specialize in. I think you did a great job of that. So thank you so much, Kristin.
Absolutely. Thank you, Brad.
All right. Have a great day.